Hi everyone, how are you? I feel like it's been eons since I have been on here, but I'm back in Toronto and newly refreshed, sort of. I'm a little bit jet lagged, not going to lie. Apparently, it takes um, let me see here. I was 12 hours ahead, so it takes 12 days. So every hour that you're ahead, it takes 1 day to recover. So 12 hours ahead, that means it's going to take me 12 days to get back on track. So I've been waking up really early and getting stuff done in the morning. I'm all unpacked. I've done dishes. I've done a load of laundry. I've meditated. I have not worked out today, I'm not going to lie, but I will get back on track this week. And yeah, just started clearing out the clutter here, recognizing I've got way too much crap in my condo. So I'm trying to think of how I can rid myself of all this stuff. Like I have done a lot of dropping off at different Value Village type stores or whatever. And whew, hair is getting out of control here. So I have dropped off stuff there, but I'm really thinking of having like a garage sale or something and just getting rid of a bunch of stuff that I'm not using and clothing that I'm not wearing too, right? So let me know if you're interested in partaking in something like this because after coming home from Bali, I'm recognizing that I have way too much stuff. I don't need all this stuff and I don't want it around in my surroundings. So, anyways, that's sort of probably too much information that you need to know. But I wanted to hop on here real quick to talk to you a little bit about what's going on with me in terms of the direction of where my business is going. And my love is in meditation and the woo and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, I wanted to announce that I'm having an event tomorrow. I know it's sort of last minute here, but I have been posting a little bit here and there. And I sent out an email to everybody recognizing that I have an event, a meditation event, 45 minutes, and it's at the awesome Naked Truth Radiant Skincare by the lovely Kylie. She is amazing. She does the greatest facials. She uses beautiful organic products that are made in Hungary. They use biodynamic fruits and veggies, and I love Eminence. I use them all on my face while I was away. I brought all my stuff, made sure I had my sunscreen on my face, and used all the different stuff, even though it's a little bit like there's a lot of steps that you got to do, but it's so worth it because the products just speak for themselves. And anyways, I'm having the meditation event at her space. It's in Bloor West Village. So if you are in the West End of Toronto, I'd love to see you. It's $20 for drop-in, and bring your own meditation cushion, yoga mat, comfy clothes, all that kind of stuff. I am going to have some great music, probably Sage the Place and Palo Santo it. And I do have a singing bowl that I'm going to incorporate into the meditation. It is a heart chakra one, so I'm all about opening up the heart. As you can see, my heart necklace, which was gifted to me by the lovely Anne from Esalen. And if you watch this, thank you. Everybody loves this necklace. I get a zillion and one compliments on it. Anyways, so without further ado, I'd love to talk to you about meditation. I know I probably talked to you about it in the past, but let's just go over the scientific benefits of meditation. I will just have a disclaimer. A lot of these are not my own. I went on to the interwebs and picked up a few of the more scientific reasons why it's amazing to meditate, and some of them are mind-blowing. Literally. So anyways, it's going to increase your immune system, right? So everyone now this time of year is going, oh, get your flu shot, it's getting cold, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so without getting the flu shot, you can do other alternative things in order to boost your immune system, such as meditate, right? So that's going to be a great thing. If you do suffer from pain, I know I speak to a lot of individuals who are dealing with like knee and hip and back and headaches and all that kind of stuff. It's going to really decrease pain and also decrease inflammation, right? Pain is derived from inflammation. So if you think about it, the body is inflamed and that is creating the pain, right? So if you do have inflammation in your digestive tract, which we all know that I'm dealing with and still dealing with, but anyways, whole other conversation. That meditation is going to really help bring down the inflammation in the gut and also just sort of calm down any sort of disturbances that might be happening there. So really calming down your sympathetic nervous system and getting into the parasympathetic nervous system where the rest and digest and the healing can happen. It's going to increase things like happiness, increase your positive emotions about things. And then on the flip, if you do suffer from mental illness, which is completely on the rise, and a lot of it's undiagnosed and self-medicated through things like alcohol and drugs and food and shopping and travel, maybe, I don't know. So it's going to decrease things like depression, anxiety, stress. We are a completely stressed out nation. It was so interesting to see the disparity between Balinese people and North American people. Like, it was night and day. They don't worry about anything. They live in the present moment. Meditation will bring you into the present moment, so that's kind of cool. It's going to increase things like social connection with friends, actually looking at people in the eyes. That's a big one because, we're so glued to our cell phones that, when we go out to meet friends, we've got our phone next to us and we're somewhat listening and sort of looking and waiting for that text from, that guy or whoever or that girl. So it's going to really boost social connection between girlfriends and, family and all that kind of stuff. Helping you feel more compassionate, not only towards yourself, right, because we are our own worst critic, but also towards others, recognizing that others are going through things too, and we have no idea about what they're going through because we're not in their bodies and we're not living what they're living. So just recognizing that meditation is going to make you a more compassionate being. Of course, another thing would be boosting self-control. So if you are on the straight and narrow right now and you've got a routine and you're reeling in your diet and you're staying away from sugars and certain chips and that sort of stuff that are your triggers, especially in the evening, ladies, then meditation will really reel in your impulses to have that piece of cake before bed, or have that bag of chips while you're while you're watching TV and eating in front of the TV, and all of a sudden the bag of chips is gone and you're going, oh my God, what just happened? So that mindless eating, right? So really, really reeling that in and focusing in on present moment. What am I putting in my mouth? Another scientific cool thing, I totally had to look this up because I'm not a neuroscientist, but I do really revel in that area. Like, I really am interested in the brain, and it's going to increase your gray matter. So gray matter is great for like seeing and hearing and memory, decision making, all that sort of stuff. So it's going to build up your gray matter in the brain, right? So the brain can change, which is kind of cool. I think a lot of the old school thought was like, the brain you're given is, what you have and you can't change it. But no, you can change your brain, and you can change your thoughts, right? Your mind does not run you. It does not rule the day. you can change your thoughts in any given moment. So self-control, we did touch on that, and then it's going to increase the self-control, right? So you not running to the refrigerator every time you have a bad moment in your life. And then, of course, increasing cortisol thickness. So focusing, paying attention on one task at a time. If you're driving, you're driving. You know, you're not, I was gonna say, screwing. You're not messing around with the radio dial. You're not on your phone. You're not texting. You know, you're working. You know, your phone's in your purse. You're when you're with an individual, you're present with them, you're not touching your phone. Also another cool thing is it's going to increase your ability to think outside the box. So be a more creative individual, as opposed to, you know, living in the mundane, doing the same stuff every day. This meditation is going to increase your ability to do things differently, see things differently, which lends me to go on to perspective. It's going to give you a new perspective about things. Realize that you are not a slave to your mind, and it's going to throw you in a zillion different directions, you know, give you tantrums, make you grumpy, sad, happy, you know, but recognizing that the mind does not have to run you. Observe those emotions, observe the way the mind is trying to bring you into certain dramas and stuff, and let it go. You don't have to run with it. You know, if you're having a grumpy, sad day, you don't have to be that way your whole day. Recognize that you're sad and grumpy, feel it, let it run through the body, and then eventually it just sort of dismantles, which is a really nice feeling. We're not compartmentalizing it and putting it aside and dealing with it later. We're just dealing with it in the moment, and then letting it sort of diffuse, you know, if you will. Another cool thing that I read is that, you know, we shower every day, so why wouldn't we meditate every day, right? It's like a nice mental hygiene situation for your brain, right? You're clearing out any residuals, any, you know, past crap that you're still ruminating over. You're clearing all that out, and you're starting anew, and you're in the present moment. What else? So my last point is it's going to keep you real. It's going to keep you authentic, right? A lot of us hide behind, you know, social media, Instagram, where we have these beautiful photos of, you know, all of our highlight reel of all the good things that are happening, but recognizing that there are ups and downs in life. There is light and dark. I think I posted about this the other day on Instagram. And if we didn't have the dark, we wouldn't recognize the light, right? We wouldn't be grateful for, you know, all the good things in our life. So I think there are ebbs and flows in life. There are ups and downs, and it keeps us real, right? And meditation is going to keep us real as well, keep us authentic, in touch with our knowing, in touch with our authentic selves, and yeah, just really resonating in that realm of truth. And that's why I love meditation. It keeps me real with myself, keeps me in check. Myths about meditation are, you know, you have to empty your mind. You have to not think about anything, which is complete bull. Thoughts are going to come and go, and you just have to like let them come and go. And, you know, again, they just sort of dissolve. Sitting for long periods of time, yeah, okay, maybe if you're advanced, you're going to be sitting for like, you know, hours or whatever, but not the case. You know, if you have 5 minutes, if you have 10 minutes, then great. That's perfect. You can use different apps if you want. I know a lot of them are kind of paid right now, which when I first started meditating, everything was free. Now I guess people are trying to capitalize off of these meditation apps because their meditation has become so trendy and on point. So they're seeing that they can get some money from this. Chanting in other languages, no need. You know, you can even just, if you don't want to use the app, if you don't want to use music, you can just be free and one with yourself and just have silence. You know, I love things like I invested in some really good earphones. Again, not necessary if you got the, you know, the earbuds from Apple or whatever, perfect, just as good. I use those all throughout Bali. And then of course I love my Melody Beatty, Journey to the Heart. I love the Daily Stoic, so every morning I'll read the passage of the day. So today's November 6th, I would read November 6th passage, which is all about valuing each moment, how appropriate, being present. So I would read that and then go into my meditation, or vice versa, maybe meditate and then go read my little passages. You can wear an eye mask if you want. I was wearing one for a really long time and then I kind of got away from it. I do use my iPhone and I pop in Dr. Joe Dispenza, and if not him, someone else, I'll just pop on for, you know, 20 minutes or so. So without further ado, if you are interested in checking out Kylie's amazing space, it's so beautiful. Like, even if you just come to check her space out and not even to meditate, it's so awesome. It has such great energy. The minute you walk in, you don't even feel like you're on Bloor West. You feel like you're in I don't know, a sanctuary of some sort. Great energy inside the room, and it's $20. Come out, meditate. I've got the sound bowl. I've got some great music, some sage and Palo Santo, and then it's just a good opportunity to be with some girlfriends who are, you know, like-minded, or guys if you're interested. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out. But just be in the presence of like-minded individuals and meditate together. The energy amplifies when you're with a variety of people. So it's sort of it makes it even better when you're with more people. Okay, hope everybody's well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.